Today we are going to be talking about the schedule page. So we're going to be able to set up a schedule, being able to make sure that it tests and it works, and that everything will go according to plan here so that everybody on your teams understands exactly how this schedule works. And if you guys run into any issues, you guys should be able to diagnose this relatively quickly. So the cool thing about the schedule is on our schedule page, you'll see here that there's a little drop-down menu that says sunset and sunrise. And so this is a really nice feature where you're able to set your schedule. So wherever sunset is in your local time, the lights will be able to turn off and on as you wish. So that is a fun feature. You just have to be able to go in here and select a preset that you've already created for the preset that you want and hit save. Okay, and so that would reboot your system. Now, the thing about the schedule page is it's for obviously a weekly calendar, so Monday through Sunday, and be able to set up your schedule. What you'll want to do is hit the orange plus button down here in the corner and be able to select a preset. Now, one thing you might notice on this page, or when you go to select your presets, there is an all off. So if you remember from when we set up our presets last time, that we set up an all off preset. And this allows your system, or essentially tells your system, to have an all off event. So that is to quite literally turn your lights off at either a specific time of the day or evening, or for your sunrise. So if there's customers or you yourself want to be able to set up your lights for sunrise and sunset, where you want your lights to come on at sunset and your lights to turn off at sunrise, you would select all off to be your sunrise preset. Okay, so hopefully that's pretty straightforward. Okay, so we're just going to do a quick test here. So I'm going to click the orange plus button. I'm going to do, let's say, accent lighting, and it is, geez, what time it is? Okay, it's 8:41. Okay, so this is set in the 24-hour clock. I'm going to set this to 20. Let's just give ourselves a few minutes to be able to kind of get this set up. So this would be 8:45. Okay, so I'm going to have accent lighting come on at 8:45. So when you click save, you're going to see this button that says saving. You're going to be saving your event. It is going to reset your controller. It's going to be unavailable for about 30 seconds. And you're going to click I understand. So we'll click that. And now it's going to take you to this rebooting little pop-up screen. So you'll also have noticed that my house has turned orange, which is a good sign. So orange is essentially letting you know that your lights are set to default, or that they have at least responded to your command. Okay, so you'll see here for 8:45, my lights will turn on to accent lighting. Now, for this purpose, rather than having you guys wait around here for a few minutes to see if it changes, I'm going to click the play button beside accent lighting. And there you go, my lights will change. So that tells you, if you're able to hit the play button on your schedule and your lights change in real time, that means your timer is working. And that at 8:45 p.m., my lights would have changed to accent lighting. Now, let's say, for this purpose, you want to be able to set an off. Any kind of next event, so whether it's an off or whether you're going to be setting up another color to be coming on during the evening or during the day, it has to be set at least 1 minute after the current event or the event that you want it to change as. It has to be set to at least 1 minute afterwards, okay? So that's a really important thing to mention. Now, something that's really fun to do, this is kind of a little of a bonus thing. What I like to do on my house is if, I don't like to have my lights running on bright, 100% brightness the whole evening, just because I don't want to tick off my neighbors. I like to actually have my lights drop down to a lower percentage. And so we can actually set that up here, and I just want to show you guys how you might do that. So what I do is usually around 11 p.m. Or even closer to midnight, I'll have my lights drop down to a lower brightness, and that will stay on until sunrise. So what I'll do, just to show you that, so I'll hit the plus button. Actually, you know what? I haven't even set that up. So let's go back. Let's go to our preset page. Okay, and I'm going to create one. Let's say we'll do accent lighting. Okay, accent lighting. And I'm going to drop it down to, you should see this happen in real time. So I'm going to drop it down to, let's say, about 14%. So you can see that got quite a bit dimmer. Might not be so noticeable in the camera, but outside it is very much dimmer. I'll even drop it a little bit lower. Let's say around that 13%. So there you go. That got quite dim. So then what I'll do is I'll select that color palette here to be accent lighting 2. We'll have that brightness be about 9%. There you go. That's pretty nice. With that, lights up my house enough, but I'm not messing with any of my neighbors. Adjust my my intensity here and make sure my all light sets are set to on. Okay, so this will just be lighting just for simple purposes. Accent lighting dim. We'll just say that, and then that's nice and easy for me to remember. Okay, I'm gonna hit save. We'll go back here, come back, and you should see it saying accent lighting dim. Now for my schedule, what I'll do is, so I have accent lighting set for 8:45, and what I'll do is I'll actually hit the plus button, select my preset for accent lighting dim. I'll hit that, and I will set this up for, let's say, 11 o'clock, 2300. Go here, and I'll hit save. I'll hit I understand. And once this is done, or once this is finished booting up, you'll see my lights will change back to orange. Okay, so that is that means, or that's telling me everything I've done has been set properly. You'll see now on my screen that has gone away on its own. So if I'm going to hit, just to test, 8:45 p.m. accent lighting, I'll hit play there. So you can see that's gone to like a nice brighter version of the accent lighting. If I hit accent lighting dim, you'll see that will change to what it should be at 11 p.m. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And of course, you'll need to set an off time. So you can do that on your own with the orange plus button, or you can have it in your sunrise to be set to all off, and then you would just hit save. All right, so, and then normally, of course, it will be orange. You either need to turn them off manually, or if you're within the time zone already, so let's say it's past 8:45, and you want them to be on, you can just hit the play button. You should be good to go. Now, one thing I just want to mention here, final note, if I go here to the settings, go here to advanced, a really important thing to know for your schedule to make sure that it works properly is you need to scroll all the way down here to time setup. Make sure you're in the correct time zone of your local area. If you have no latitude or longitude, if they're both set to 0, hit get location and allow permissions to be set to always. And then you can always update your time from your phone or check the controller time to make sure you're in the right time zone and that everything worked out properly. Okay, if you ever have any questions, please let us know.